1, 2. Hi. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye now. Mhm. Yo. Okay. Let's see. Let's get into this. So what's going on with my screen share? Okay. Here we go. Just getting situated at the moment. Perfect. Okay. Here we are.
Okay. All right. Bye now.
Just
Mhm.
just getting situated here. Let's get into this. So what's going on with my screen share? Okay, here we go. Just getting situated at the moment.
Perfect.
Okay. Here we are.
Okay. All right. Bye now.
Just
Mhm.
just getting situated here. Let's get into this. Okay. Just finishing up a couple before we get started. So talking to Dave. Dave is the lead developer for Tracktion and one of the main developers who helped create the engine. So I'm just speaking to him, giving him some feedback regarding the experience that I had working with the engine so far. Okay. So now that I've done that, let's open a project. Just the way that they do this chat window is a little bit confusing. I have one window that says Google Hangouts on air where there's a chat window there, but if I try to chat through that, it doesn't work. So I have to actually chat through the YouTube chat. I know that none of you probably even know what I mean, but yeah, that's how it is. So let's see here. So I'm going to open up a project here. I'm going to open up the last project that I had, which was this traction transport. So let's just bring that in. So as I said before, this will be an interesting learning experience for both of us. So allows me to kind of figure out some things as I'm working through them, and hopefully it'll help encourage some of you that may be watching to see that their development process sometimes is quite slow. And a lot of just trial and error. So it's not like you see in the memes and stuff. It could be a bit slow. And so these videos I find I thought would be maybe helpful for people that are learning, just getting into development, just to see the thought process behind it, see the actual trial and error and the mistakes that I make, and things that I still need to learn and my shortcomings as a developer, and that it may hopefully serve as motivational for you to just keep hanging in there and just trying to develop. It's just perseverance, really. So okay, so let's see what we got so far. This is what I built from the last tutorial, which is just a simple little transport. If it'll come up. So okay, here we go. So we just got this, and I hit play, then the time console's out, then I hit stop and it stops. Dave said that I could just have this as one button, which which would be probably useful. Maybe that's something that I could do at maybe I could do it now. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see. So what we could do is we could just get rid of this stop button, and so we got this play state, and now so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the stop button here for a second, and let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to change the name of the button itself. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that. So so if we have false, so it's stopped. So let's do if a button, I get the toggle state equals false. So what we can do here is say, only thing is that this is what this happens in the constructor, which means it's only going to happen once upon initiation. Well, let's just do the code and then we'll come back. We'll come back to that issue. Else if, just get the logic down here. So I could just do else. Don't need an if there. Click. Well, it's gonna start. It's gonna start stopped, isn't it? So when it first initializes, it's going to start in a stopped state. So this is fine. We just need something that checks. So, okay, so we could use the timer callback for that. So we could say if play button get toggle state equals true. So if it's playing, then we can say play button on click equals, and we'll use a lambda here. So I'm gonna use a double conditional here. So and just make sure that play state equals play state play. So this just makes sure that, okay, if it's actually playing, we got the and the play state is play. Then if the user clicks it, then it's stop. And we can do, I think we could do this. Play button set text, set button text. Put this below. Okay. So we get the call. So we could say it's going to stop. So okay. So my insulin. So maybe we could do bull is playing, which will set the false. Don't need a semicolon there. Just going to get rid of this. I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff, all the extra button stuff here. Okay, so now I got this toggle state that says is playing. So if it's playing, is playing equals true. And then on click would equal stop. I think we need an else if play button, get toggle state false, and play state equals play state stop is playing equals false. Then play button on click. Okay. So now we just, this needs to be a method. Okay, so now we can say if is playing then we could say play button set button text. Else set button text stopped. And up here, we will go back here. Stopped. Okay, let's see if this works. Surely there must be some logic here that I'm missing out on. Okay, so it started playing, but it's still saying stopped. Okay, so let's go back here. If is playing. So just going to set a breakpoint here to see what our state is when we click. Okay, so it's not going into that. It's not going into that that section there. Okay, so okay, so let's have a look here. So on click, hits play, starts the timer. Play state is play. Then let's scroll down here. Okay. So we need to capture. So I'm just going to make sure that it actually goes in here. DBG playing. So console through this here. Okay. Okay, so it goes in there. So that's fine. Now that's colored weird. Okay. Let me just try this. Okay, here we are. Ah, there we go. Okay, but it didn't go back to stopped. Just going to put my phone on silent here for a second. So I went to playing, but it didn't go to stopped. Okay, so I need to put else if not is playing. Okay, so here we go. Playing. Oh, it still doesn't go to stopped. And it doesn't play again after you've stopped it. Okay, so those are two. Okay, so let's do DBG. Going to have a look here. So it works the first time through, but then after that. Oh. Okay, so that's fine. So it's executing there. And then I'm going to go here. Okay, so this never executes. Okay, so maybe a while loop might be better here rather than. So I'm just going to comment this out. While loop. While state. A. True. try that. I'm sure there must be a more efficient way of doing this. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's see something. Let's go back here. Okay. I haven't actually set the flag to change here. So is playing is equal to true. And here needs to be is playing false. Okay, now let's try this. Okay. Every time I do one of these live videos, I just want to delete it right away because I just feel like such a useless developer. But I know that feeling is natural, and we're just gonna persevere on. Okay, so same problem. Okay, so it stopped. It's playing. So let's really, I need to step through this, don't I? So let's just step through this mentally. Okay, it starts off in the stopped state, right? I hit play, the text changes. If I hit this again, it stops, the timer stops. So all of this is fine. Now the question is, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to refactor a bit here. Rid of this. Means that I don't need that Boolean flag anymore. Okay, so let's go here. Stopped playing, stopped. Okay, so now it's stopped, but it won't play again. Okay, great. Well, that's progress. So let's have a look at that again and think through. So it stopped. Now we're playing. Now it stopped. So when it stopped, this isn't executing. Okay. So first thing, let's get rid of these flags. Okay, so question, if I need, so we got Now let's try it. I think that. I think my double and triple logic might have been screwing me up there. Got an enum telling me the play state. I've got a button telling me the play state. I've got a Boolean flag telling me the play state. Okay, cool. All right, so we're still in the same place here. So okay, so let's go back here. So we got, so it starts in a stop state. We're saying when we click, it plays. So it's playing. And now when I click it, so the question is, okay. So when I click it, it stops. So now when it's stopped, why does it not play again when I click it? When I click it again, that's the question. So set toggle state. Okay, so let's get the toggle state, right? So I'm just gonna, because if it's, I'm just gonna try something here. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna go play button, get toggle state. I'm gonna do this, DVG. Oh, come on now. So what does that give me? Right, so let's just click in there, see what it returns. So this gives me a Boolean. Okay, so okay, I'm just going to try this. Who would have thought that setting a button state would be such a pain? Let's see. Probably nothing for a real developer, right? So we got 0. Okay, cool. So we see what the problem is there. So we see that it's always false. So that could be a problem, can it? So so it's false, and then we say play. So we could just get rid of probably a lot of this code. So we could say play button set toggle state. That's true. Notification type. Don't send notification. Okay, and then here we could say play button set toggle state. That'll be false. Notification type. Don't send notification. One of these days I'm going to be a real developer. All right. So now if I go back here, let's just change this. And we say so if this returns a bool, and we say if play button get toggle state else. Could I just say else? So if that's true, so if it's playing, then I'll click a stop. Else, if it's stopped, then it's all right. Let's try that. Okay, here we go. Playing, stopped. Ah, same problem. Damn it. What am I missing? Okay, so when it stopped, so the question is, I'm just going to explicitly say it. Okay, so that's returning. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. So okay, let's try that now. Okay. So what am I doing wrong here? So there's some sort of syntax error that's happening here. That if it returns a boolean, why can't I compare those two? Okay, let's go back here. This tells, okay, so, oh, what's this? Hold on a second here. So tells the button to automatically flip the toggle state when the button is clicked. Set to true, and before the clicked callback occurs. Okay, so let's take a look at here. Let's see what else we got here. So get toggle state, set toggle state, returns true if the button is on. Okay. Okay, so get toggle state. So set clicking toggle state. So let's just go back here. So let's see if it actually flips the toggle state as I click on and off. Stopped. It's 1, but it doesn't return to 0. It does not return to 0 when I. Why not? Okay, why not? If it executes this, set toggle state equals false. So why does it? So crazy how one little thing can actually mess you up. What is that about? So here we go. It says executed, but it does not. Okay, so let me do this. Because it's not getting it's not getting to the it's probably not getting to this line of code right here. So let me just try this and see if that works. Thank you to the one person that's watching this right now. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so it is flipping the toggle state. So that's fine. That sets it back to the. So my question is, why can't I do this? If play button, get toggle state. Why can't I do that? Because that's returning a Boolean. So need that. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that succeeded. Playing stopped. So when it stopped, why does it not play? I'm not setting it, I'm not flipping it somehow, but so weird. Okay, so let's go through this a little bit further. So let's see if this actually executes. Okay, we'll take it from there. Okay, so we want to see if it actually. This does not execute. Now my question is, okay, why does that not execute? If I set the toggle state back to false, if I set it back to false, then, oh man, God, I'm such an idiot because I've stopped the timer, so the timer callback isn't gonna execute. Of course. Ah, oh man. So, okay, so what does that mean? Oh, man. So I've been messing this up the whole time. Man. Oh, man, I'm so funny. Okay. So, yeah. So what happens is I've set this up within the timer callback. I've set this up within the timer callback, and what happens is when I stop the timer, it actually um, it stops this function from executing. Man, I tell you. Okay, so now let's think about, okay, well, what's the solution? So we need to have something that s- so we need to have something that will stop it, but then flip it, but then rearm it if I want to play it again, right? So it flips, so it stops it, but then flips it where can I do this? This is would that even make sense if I just I'm just gonna try this. I'd love to have a pro here with me, uh, just to talk with me through this. No, because it's gonna just go no, because it's just gonna flip, and then flip back, right? So I'm just gonna try it. Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. That's bull. That is crap code. Wouldn't even make sense for somebody reading it. Okay, so when it stopped, so we need so the main thing is that so the timer is going to stop, but we still need a way where when it's actually stopped that it's continuously checking. So it either needs to continuously check for when I click it again, or that before I actually or that I need to set something where it stops it, but then it sets the toggle state back where when I re-click it again, it is it will play again. So the naive way that I would think would be, okay, well, you would have two timers, one that would check, one that would start when it's stopped. So, but that does not sound like the right answer. So so what about like a listener? There must be like a listener of some sort, of some type that let's have a look in the API. So there must be like a listener of some kind, like a timer listener or something like no, not a timer listener, a button listener. Do I not have a button? Is there not a button listener? Have I not implemented that? Okay, cool. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so Juice, crazy. So let's go button listener. See, there we go. So let's go back here. If we have the button listener, we probably don't need the timer. So let's just implement this first. Button listener. now we've got void button clicked. Right. And we'll go back here. Void main component. Clicked. Button. We go if is equal to play button. If oh what did we do? So is it this? No. Okay. So a button. What? Okay. So is there a text button listener? That can't be right. Maybe text button. So let me try it. I'm going to try this static cast button. Can I do that? Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, so it's abstract, so I can't allocate it. So how do I do a button listener for a text button? Mouse listener. I've never used this before. Mouse center, mouse drag, mouse. No, this is not what I want. Moves inside of a component. Enters exit is down. Okay, this looks like it might be what I need. Mouse down. So we need mouse listener, not button clicked. Okay. Is that right? So let's do mouse listener. So these are virtual. Can I do this? I need that code. Oh man. I thought I was on the right path there. Okay, so let's go back. Now I need to get rid of this. No. No, because this needs to still execute within a. Okay, now the question is, can I make a listener from text button? Should be able to. Add listener. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so I need to go back here again. Back. Let's undo all this stuff. So let's leave that there for now. Then I could do listener. Add listener. What am I supposed to put in here? This? Or a pointer to this? No. Dang it. Okay. What am I supposed to put there? Oh my. Let me search on the forum. Let's see what this is. I thought this was going to be a simple thing here. Holy cow. So we need add listen, void add listener. Okay, I'm kind of confused. Lambda should work. So, what am I looking for here? So, button clicked, if button click handler. Wow. This is turning into a bigger can of worms than I anticipated. Okay, button callback. So, add listener, this. Yeah. Button clicked. Oh, man. This is really tough. Wow. Man, this is actually, oh wait. Okay, so let's go. Man, I've actually, it's actually tougher than I thought. Okay, so or is it tough? Hold on. Um, so we have play and then it stops. Just gonna try something here. Oh, do I got an error? What did I do wrong? Yeah, so get rid of that. And okay, so let's try this. Is this gonna work? Man. Okay, so what have I? Okay, I've in my deleting, I have messed something up. Where's that? Okay, cool. So yeah, I hate when that happens when it starts getting all hairy. I've been here for an hour trying to make this button work. Okay, so let's try this. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work, buddy. It's not that simple. It's cool. This is a good learning lesson right here. This is a very good learning lesson. This is a situation that I encounter a lot as a developer where you think that it's going to be a super simple solution and then it's not, and then you struggle. Well, what I do is I struggle and persevere with it for a little while and try to get it to try to keep doing a naive solution without doing a proper implementation, and it's just not going to work, is it? So so I need to actually search and actually make a proper a correct implementation for this. This is a good learning lesson. Turning on my heat here. It's kind of cold. So this is what happens when you see solutions and it doesn't those naive solutions just don't work for you. So what we need to do is we need to actually look for something that actually really spend some time digging into it. So let's go back here, right? So we got so I'm just looking through the documentation here. Set size, border size, set glow, paint. Okay, so we know what we need. We need button listener, right? Now the question is, so the type of button that I have is a text button though, and it's saying that it's not converting a button into a text button, even though a text button is a type of button, which is weird. Okay. So text button is a type of button. So the question is why? So let's go back to that. So it definitely needs to be a button listener. Definitely. So now back a bit. Then so now let's go back here. This isn't going to know. So we need to go back like this. Okay, so let's make sure this actually compiles. Okay, so it failed. So it's called button clicked. Let's check back here. Unclicked button. Where and button. Saying out of line. So do I have the return type wrong? So let's go back here. So it's called button clicked. Did that actually fail or did that succeed? Okay, it succeeded. Sometimes these errors, Okay, so let's so why so we have play button, which is a type of button. So now we need to take a look at why is it that button, like when you're trying to do a comparison, that see it as a button. So let's just put that in. So button equal to play button. So juice button and juice text button. This is where our problem is. Oh, did I do it? Haha. Oh yeah. So it's just button is a pointer, but it's not actually a button. It's a pointer to a button. So it's saying, so what it is the address. So if the address of play button is a type of button, wow, dang, crazy. Okay, so so is this going to work now? So play button get toggle state. How will this work? False. Will that work? Will you work? Oh, wow. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so, but we need this. So, okay, so let's go back here. So we need to check what the status is in here. So a lot of this can be just kind of refactored. So let's see here. So if it's playing, now let's try else if. What's up with this funky formatting as well? Let's go back here. Okay, else if we need a condition here, button equals a button and play button toggle state equals false. So let's do this like that. So if the button is the play button and it's in false, then the state is false, which means that it's stopped. Then executes play, which means the play state is play, changes to play. The text should change to playing. Toggle state should change to true. And then why? So this, oh, that's just like some other condition. So that's fine. So it starts playing, then it starts the timer. Now let's do, so if the button is play button, toggle state is true, which means that it should currently be playing. Then you execute stop, changes the play state to stop, transport stops, toggle state is false. The button text should change to stop. Okay, let's just try that. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so we got stopped, playing. Oh, it doesn't change to stopped, and it doesn't stop. Okay, we're nearly there though. I'm feeling like I'm starting to do starting to get there. If so play state should be play state equals play state play. So this needs to be double equals. If state equals play state stop. Okay, I'm going to try this. Okay. So it stopped. It's playing. It's still playing. Okay. So my logic is wrong. Okay. So button clicked. Okay. I didn't add it. I didn't add a listener, did I? Okay. I remember I had a problem with this before. Play button. Or is it play button? Add listener. This is what I don't quite understand here. So let's go button listener. Let's go button add listener. Registers a listener to receive events. So huh. I thought it would be this. Like that. But I don't think that's going to work. Oh, is it gonna work? Holy cow. So let's try it now. Playing. Stop. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. It's actually working. Holy cow. It only took me an hour and a half. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, well that was interesting. Okay, so let's refactor this a little bit because this is repeating a lot. So I could just get rid of this first of all. So that's kind of redundant, isn't it? So there's only two states, right? Let's see if I can do this. Will that work? Will that work? Let's try it out. It's kind of like exercise. You need to warm up a little bit. Okay, so playing, stopped, playing, stopped. Looks like it's working. That, okay. So great, fantastic. Okay, so let's do some more here. So so we can expand on this a little bit. Let's try changing the color a little bit. So this isn't even actually the stuff that I was meaning to do in this live stream, but oh well, it's all good. So let's change the color, right? So we got play button, set color. So we got color. Let's go back here to documentation. So set color. Oh, here we go. So we want this. So what is this? Button on color ID. Can I just do that? Button on color ID. Oh, no, it needs to be like this. Color IDs. Sorry about this. Text button. Color IDs. Button on color. Button color ID. Colors. Red. Once again, I have a feeling that this may be a little bit more complicated than I'm making it, but we're just going to try it, see what happens. Think stopped worked. Green didn't. Stopped worked fine. Playing isn't, or is that green? Is that supposed to be green? Maybe it needs to be a different type of green. Do we have like lime green? Green. Lime green. Let's try that. Okay, so It stopped. It doesn't have a color on it, which is a problem. We can change that. Playing. So once again, it's not setting the color up properly. That's cool though. I have another idea. So let's get rid of that. Well, that's why. Is that why? I have this all piggly here. So let's just refactor this. So both of these are kind of happening in the same order. So we can see if there's something that's going wrong. That doesn't change that doesn't fix our problem of our initial state though, which is that it doesn't come up with a color. Oh, still not doing it. That's cool. Okay, I got another idea here. So let's get rid of, let's bring this up here. So let's do, we got button on color ID. So we got button color ID, which is off. Ah, so this is off, right? I think. So this is off, this is on. So let's just do, so let's try this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Set color, button, color IDs, button on color ID, colors, lime green. So let's, will that work? Let's try it. Hey, everybody. Oh, hey, how's it going? That's fine. Hey, it's working. How about that? Isn't it amazing when things work? That's cool. All right, so let's go a little bit further with it. Let's see if we can get the time to show up in the actual UI. Okay, so let's let us. So I'm going to change this here. I'm going to do G fill all. Do colors, black, that. Okay, now let's see if we can get the time of the transport within the UI. So what we can do here is we can say, so where are we getting the time from, first of all? Let's answer in some. Answering some messages here. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. So we got this thing, we got edit, get transport, get current position. Can we get that into the UI window? Okay, so the first thing that I'm thinking is that if we look at the UI in its as it currently is, we can so if we look at the UI now, what we'll see is that this is stretched. Okay. This is stretched out, and that unless I make another component, I should just put the text directly on the component that we're in now. So I'm going to need to make this a little bit smaller. So let's shoot to have the time just maybe above or below it. So let's just change this. So we got align items. We'll just make this center rather than stretch. Do this center. Let's see what that looks like now. So okay, so now it's playing and it stopped. Okay, so now let's have, so where is the, so my thinking is, okay, so we're going to need to draw text to the screen. So my thinking is that we're going to need a string, and we're going to need to put this into a string. So let's set up a string. And we'll call this time UI. Is that a good name, or is that kind of a sucky name? I don't know. So let's try this. So time UI equals edit. So let's just copy all this business here. Like that. Let's see if that works. So no complaints so far. And then can I just do this? Let's just try to go in our paint method. Oh, so no viable overloaded. So let's look at what get current position is actually returning. A path, a point, a float, point of type float. I'm going to just try something here. So let's try this. String. Wrong syntax. This needs to be like this. Can I cast it as a string? Doesn't seem to be complaining. So, okay, so let's go into our paint method. Let's try g dot set font. So new font color or new font height. Let's do 15.0. Let's do g dot set color, because if we don't set the color, then it will just come out as black, I think. So g dot draw text. Okay, just looking and seeing. I'm going to try this one. So what did I call this again? So I called it time UI. Time UI. Let's do a rectangle object. Type int. I'm going to call this time UI bounds. Then I'm going to make it, so if our UI is 200 by 200, I'm going to make it 100 by 20. So let's think about this. So I'm going to do 100. So it's going to go halfway. And then I'm going to go 10 down. And then I'm going to do 100 pixels long, 20 on the y-axis. Is that right? I don't know. Time UI bounds. Justification type, we'll make it centered. Is that going to work? That is the question. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there it is. It popped up, but then it just kind of froze, didn't it? Now it froze. Okay, so it's not repainting. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. We can fix that. It's at 50. And then in our timer callback, we need to call a repaint method, I believe. So let's just try that. Repaint. This makes it repaint at whatever my timer callback is, which is 100 milliseconds. So let's try that now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now there it is. It's working. That's pretty cool. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. We've been doing this for what, an hour and a half? I think it's a good time to stop. Shall I just push that up to the GitHub? Let's do git add dot git commit dash m. Let's see, refactored code, added timer, and rid of, and I'll just put in simplified. So git push dash u origin master. Okay, there we are. So it's uploaded to the GitHub now. So I'll show you where my GitHub is. So I'm on github.com/the audio programmer. And then I should probably put it on my front page. So if you could look in my repositories here, you'll see that I have traction transports. That's the place that you want to go. GitHub.com, the audio programmer, traction transport, and grab it there. And I'd like to see you extend on it and see if any of you have any sort of other ideas. So yeah, I'm going to finish this off and I'm going to get some lunch. I hope that you like this fumbling through that I did. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.